What is going on, everyone? It is me, TJ Jackson, and with me is my wonderful wife, Frances Jackson.
Hi, guys.
How is everyone doing on this Wednesday, January 19th, 2022? Yes, this is our weekly Wednesday Q&A check-in that we do with everyone, not just members, but everyone can join and watch us. We are on Twitch, we are on Facebook, and we are also on YouTube, of course, simultaneously. With that said, I'm going to mention it again later, but I want to make sure you guys know that if you're liking these lives, if you're liking these Q&As, please make sure to like them. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and make sure to leave a comment with anything, any questions we may ask. We love when these things are very interactive. So comment on it, whether you agree with something, disagree with it. Any of that stuff is always good and fun when people rewatch it. So with that said, we obviously like to start these off talking a bit about what we discussed on our private members' lives. So you guys know what we do in those members' lives, but also in case there's a topic that we want to further discuss. So we talked about, of course, it was MLK Day. So we discussed the impact Martin Luther King did it to the world. I've said it before and I'll say it again. He's my favorite historical figure. I think he's the most, for me at least, he's the most important.
For sure.
For sure. I think he's obviously changed the world and everyone's world forever. So I think that is something that we should always pay respect to and always acknowledge every single year. We talked about Frances's procedure. What type of procedure is Frances having? It's a serious one that has her scared, but we're not going to talk about it.
Terrified.
Right now. She's terrified. So if you are a queen or knight, make sure you guys watch it and you can hear us talk about it. And I have to say, the members gave us, but really her, some good advice. And I think helped push her to make a decision. Anyways, the final thing we talked about were books and shows that were recommended. And I forgot to mention a book that I really like. It's called Influence. I read it a long time ago, and there's a revised version. So I will put that in the description box for any readers out there. I'm blanking on the author's name, but it's a very impactful, solid book. Okay, so that's pretty much it, you guys. I think we go into it. Let's start answering some questions.
Let's do it.
I see a lot of people. Vanessa from Brazil. We see Corinne from France. I know Anne is from Belgium. So again, so many people from around the world check in, which is always cool. Let's see. We'll go right here with Alejandra, who says, hello, TJ and Frances. How are you today? Happy afternoon. My question today is, what awaits you in this year, 2022, and why? What awaits us, Franny J?
I hope some goodness.
Some goodness.
Yeah, some greatness. Forget goodness.
Okay.
Some greatness. We don't really know yet. We're taking it day by day as of now.
Look,
I think we got a rough start because we had COVID at the beginning of the year. We had a rough start to the new year.
Well, I think it's gonna be a great year.
Yeah.
I think it's another year of growth, which is what I like to measure a successful year by, is growth, not necessarily specific goals. I think everyone should start focusing more on growth and the journey more than the result. So after health, of course, hopefully everyone is healthy and, survives the year in a healthy, happy way. That's important. After that, I measure it by growth. So
yeah,
that's will be my answer. Anything you want to add to that, friend?
We're just taking it day by day.
There you go.
Me. Yeah.
Potato Sky wants to know, how am I getting used to Discord? I'm liking Discord. I have mixed feelings about Discord. I love it. I know everyone who's joined. By the way, we're up to 250. I think 250. Very, very close to 250 members in my Discord. And again, I'll put that in the description box if you want to join it. Obviously, it was primarily made as I am a musician, so it's made for my music career. But there is a family rules section where you could discuss family rule vlogs, family rule topics. So it's still for this channel. I think it's still,
You know how to work it pretty well, though?
I'm getting there. And I could see the addictive thing about Discord. A lot of people who've been in there have spent much more time than they want to. Happily, though, they've wanted to, and everyone seems like they're having a great time. So if you are concerned or don't know what Discord is, click the link and just jump in. Give it a try. It may not be for you. And if it's not for you, like I said, I'm never going to let go of my Facebook group, Twitter, Instagram, all those social media apps that I actually enjoy to use. I'm going to keep using them. And here's Discord now for another, for a different style. But I do enjoy it. Let's see what else we have. We have Dion with the super chat. Thank you, Dion. Dion says, hello, TJ and Francis. Francis, always pray that God will watch over you and to guide the surgeon's hand. God has you in the palm of his hand.
Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you, Dion.
Dion, it's always good to hear that and to remember that. Francis, are you moving forward with this surgery? You still don't know.
I mean, I have to. I don't want to take medication and have a headache every time I come back inside, or, waking up with pretty much, I think more so than not, waking up with pressure in my head. So I think so.
Okay. Well,
I just got to move forward with making the appointment. That's the big step.
You may need some nudging from me.
I mean, how am I going to do lives and stuff? I'm still going to do them, huh?
You may have to take
I'm going to have to take a week off at least.
Okay, yeah, take a couple weeks off.
I heard it takes some time.
Nana's going to be in town, so maybe I could do...
My mom comes today, so
would she do a live with me?
Yeah, she would. I don't trust you, though.
You don't trust me?
No, because when we first met, I came home. I don't know if it was like I was out with the kids at a practice or something. I came home, and you were interviewing my mom.
Yeah.
Videotaping my mom, interviewing, like, what are some of the greatest things about Francis? What are some of the things, like, does she ever get in trouble? What was the one thing you remember? And
she's right. This was early in our relationship too, right?
Yeah, we didn't have Royal yet.
So I literally set up a camera and had her sitting at a chair and was interviewing her like an interview. And you didn't know about that? I didn't tell you I was going to do that?
No, you didn't.
Oh my goodness, that's kind of creepy.
Yeah, you didn't. But you know what? This is the thing about my family. They're honest, and they're brutally honest. So we're not great liars. So it's like, you ask us a question, we're going to tell you the truth. So I wish I would have had, and you're different though. You will like soften it, make it sound better. No, we just tell it like it is. So my mom was telling all the business.
Have you seen that video in a while?
No, I think I've seen it. You showed it to me one time. I don't even know if I saw it. I just walked in and you guys were doing it.
I don't know if I've seen it. So it's been 20 something years.
I was like, Mama, you can't be telling him all that stuff.
It's been 20 years.
Longer than that.
And we haven't seen it. So very curious, because I think I asked her, like, what would you want to see in 20 years? So it'd be very interesting to see that video. So I have to pull that one up. Desi Bieber Jackson says, Franny, do you like being called grandma?
No, I don't.
You don't, Franny?
Only because
but you are grandma, and you're beautiful, grandma.
I like a different name. I made up my own name for the grandkids because A, I wanted to be easy, and B, I wanted something that no one else has. So it's not that I don't like the grandma word. I just wanted it to be different and more easy for the kids to say.
Do you want to reveal what you say?
Yeah.
Okay, what do they call you, Franny?
So Abi. They call me Abi, and him Abo for abuelita, because, I'm still a young grandma. And you for abuelito.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you guys go.
So you're a cute little grandpa.
That just sounds weird, but yeah, I guess I am. Lisbeth is from Colorado. Hi, Lisbeth. How are you? We are doing fine. We in our member live on Monday, we were down. At least I wasn't feeling it. I was just in a rut. I feel really good today. I woke up,
I think it's because you worked out today.
I did. That does always help.
Yeah.
So anyone who's in a rut, anyone who's struggling, just get a morning workout and do something. It does uplift you for the entire year.
I struggled today
or the day. I'm sorry.
I feel like I'm a bit disappointed in myself for not having everything done like I wanted to for my mom. But I have to take responsibility that I kind of didn't do what I was supposed to do. But it's going to be okay.
Belen, who is a member, of course, says, Hola, TJ and Francis. What is your favorite place when you want to be alone? Besos.
Aw, and Bessel's back to you, Belen.
What is your favorite place, Franny J?
Honestly, in the house.
In
Um,
your room. In your
well,
room. When you want to be alone, it's in
no,
your
no,
room.
no. Morning, I like to be alone downstairs with a fireplace.
Mhm.
My favorite spot.
Back here.
Back there.
Yeah.
Favorite spot. It's beautiful. It's amazing. I wake up early just so I can get that. At night, it's my room.
There you go. So, by the way, I don't know if you guys can hear, there's construction work outside. Apparently, you may not be able to hear it, but I'm sorry in advance. Apologize in advance.
Just in case you guys
Just
can't
in
hear
case you can hear it. Dion Peel says, Hey, TJ and Francis, would you two ever consider doing a live Zoom? You two have connected to so many of us. You two make me feel like family.
Oh, that's sweet.
Dion,
Thank you. We've talked about
we
it.
have. How would that be?
I don't know. You're the tech guy.
Maybe we do something for the nights. How would that work? Yeah, I guess because we do it for my in the studio sessions, so I don't
Mhm.
see why we can't do a live Zoom for the nights. So yeah, maybe we'll do that, Dion. And if we do, everyone send a big thank you and props to you, Dion, because it was your idea. So
It is kind of it's a cool idea.
thank you for.
We have talked about doing it before, though. In a
I
way, we
don't-
can connect with our members more.
I think we thought of the idea, but never really connected the dots, and I think it can work.
Yeah.
So there you go. Marie with the super chat says, hello, TJ and Francis. Francis, you look 20 years old. My
Aw.
question is, what are your thoughts on forgiveness after being cheated on?
Ooh.
This is a good question.
I know all about this.
You do, Francis?
Yes, I do.
And
Not
for
from
me.
you, of course.
Shoot,
Oh no,
don't
because
have
we don't
people
play
time-
that no more.
Shoot. So, Francis, go ahead, honey.
Oh man, I believe in forgiveness. I don't want to carry that with me. I feel like
You gotta articulate what you mean by forgiveness. Forgiveness and accept the person, or forgiveness as in move on and forgive it so that you don't have to deal with any of the lingering damage.
For me, forgiveness is you forgive them purely, wholly. You don't. There's nothing that you can hold back. Like I have nothing against my ex-husband. Nothing. I wish him well. You know, we were both young, so I take it as that. But I don't have any ill will toward him at all. Nothing. I feel like if anything, it helped make me stronger. The one thing I am sad about, though, it took me a long time to trust TJ, way too long, because I just felt like, you know, oh, all men are going to do this, or it was pretty bad. So it took me a long time to trust you, but now I do, and it's a great feeling. We actually talk about that. I told TJ not that long ago that it's a beautiful feeling to just trust him with everything that I have.
It feels
I've
good.
never had that before. It feels great. It's freeing.
Yeah.
You know, if you told me you were going to go away for a month, I'd be like, okay, if that's going to make you happy.
So, okay. So what advice do you give Marie?
I think you have to, if you're going to forgive, you have to forgive fully, because honestly, it's not really so much about them. It's about yourself. You don't want to carry around that angst, that it's an ill feeling sometimes. If you have animosity toward a person. I don't like to have animosity. I like to clear the air, and you don't have to forget, but forgiving is for sure, I think.
Yeah.
For your own personal well-being.
Desi says forgive, but never forget.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
What about you? Have you been cheated on?
I don't think I've been cheated on, and I really don't.
You haven't, TJ?
I don't.
You have.
You think I have?
You have.
You're saying I have?
I'm telling you, you have.
Oh, shoot. Then I have.
Before you met me.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I have. Francis is right. I have. And what was the question again? Here, let me say. But mine was silly. Mine's not like yours.
Well, yeah, you weren't married.
My problem is, especially at that time, there was no true. I should say it this way: it was heartbreaking. It was tough, but I got over mine pretty quickly. Why are you laughing, Francis?
Because I wonder if that's really the truth.
I did. I mean, like I always care about anyone I've been in a relationship with. To be honest, I'm not the kind of person that can just move on and never like care for the person. I always have a place in my heart for anyone I was with in a long-term relationship.
Yeah, that's where he and I were different, because you used to talk to your exes all the time when we first met.
All the time's a little strong, but
all the time.
It's okay.
And I come from a place where it's disrespectful. So I had to learn that I felt like my way wasn't the right way.
And I had to come to see her point of view too. So we both kind of caught in the middle ground.
Yeah.
But with that said, I for me, it was just like, okay, that relationship's done. Move on. So it didn't really.
I'm sure.
And
she
Elena
kicked herself in the butt for that.
I really don't remember. I didn't remember until she confirmed it, and then she's right. I was, and mine should have been like a very heartbreaking way of being sad. Yeah,
I feel like you were highly disappointed.
Yeah, but like I didn't feel it. Like I was disappointed, but it wasn't like, how could you? And because mine was like, I went to surprise my girlfriend, and like, I was like, what? Oh, I misjudged this situation. So it was like, all right. The next day, I think I was, well, I don't know. It was hurtful. It was tough at the time, but it didn't hit me. But obviously it wasn't a marriage. It wasn't something as deep. So I can't really, fault those who do go through difficult moments or hard times.
It was a couple years of your life that you were with this person.
Yeah.
So that took some time. So
yeah. My question is, what are your thoughts on forgiveness after being cheated? So I think, I don't know, as I've gotten older, it's been more, I don't know. I've been more forgiving in a sense. You have to
TJ says that he could forgive me and still be with me if I ever did that. I don't think I could.
Yeah, I feel like I could right now, which is crazy. Maybe that's just how much I love this person. Now I would say this. I wouldn't just say, oh, okay, cool. So you want to go see this new movie? I wouldn't be like that. But after, an in-depth conversation, I felt there was some growth and truth and all that.
I don't think you could.
She knows me very well.
You couldn't. It would be right there and just eating at you every day.
It could. But yeah. I don't want to find out. Was there anything else we should have told Marie?
But I do think, like, as far as cheating, it's different when there's a marriage and there's kids and a family. That should take a lot of thinking and evaluating yourself and your situation. I don't think it's easy to just leave.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's way more difficult.
Lana says it's different when married. And I agree with that. I think it's important to, regardless of where you're at, single, married, long-term marriage, whatever, forgiving has to be part of the equation.
It took me, like, once I decided, it took me really 3 years to say, okay, Francis, you can no longer do this to yourself. At this point, it's not his fault. It's your fault for staying, because it was repetitive and constant. So I felt like I had to do it for me, but I really wanted it to work because I wanted my kids to have a family, so that's what took so long to leave.
There you go. I hope that helped, Marie. Kalia with the super chat says, hello, family. Just checking in from work. Just wanted to send love to everyone.
Hey.
Hello, Kalia.
Thank you for that super chat.
I love how Kalia is checking in from work.
That's great.
Kalia, does your boss know? Does your boss know, Kalia?
Maybe she's on her 15-minute break.
Michael Jackson fan says, hello, TJ and Franny. Which song makes you cry because it's so beautiful and it has a beautiful message? No song makes me cry, but the closest
one you did for Dede.
Oh,
it makes me. It gets to my heart.
You know what, Francis?
That gets to my heart.
Maybe we should post that for the nights, the whole video.
That was beautiful.
Yeah. I'm going
Yeah.
to post that for the nights. And it's a video. There you go. That's a
And
perfect
you
thing because
know
I owe
what,
you guys
TJ?
something.
You never even told me you were doing that.
Really?
Never even told me.
Okay, so let's set the stage. It was obviously 2009, 2000,
Well, yeah, it was for her first birthday.
to the end of 2008. Dede's first birthday was coming. Obviously, by then, I had wanted another child, and I got my child and got a daughter, and I was scared to have a girl, you guys.
Yeah. Terrified.
Terrified to have a daughter. I didn't want any daughters. That's a whole nother
But I
story.
feel like Lexi changed that for you because Lexi was such a good girl.
She was, but Lexi was also too young in that.
The phase, like,
And she was too young at that point to have really changed my mind. Because to me, the dangers of the daughter was, 13 and 19.
Lexi was about that.
What was Lexi?
13, I think.
Okay, so like I said, she was just entering that phase where it's like, basically when you have a 13-year-old daughter, it's like you could say wait till she's 15, and it could be a whole nother ball game at 15. So that's my point. So I was very scared to have a daughter, and Dede came along and stole my heart, as my daughter,
It was
and
beautiful. Yeah.
it just completely changed my mind. And now, truthfully, if I was going to have another child, I think I'd probably prefer to have a girl. So I don't know what it is. It made a big change in my life from that perspective, which was really cool. And I wanted to do something special for her first birthday that she can always, always cherish. So I wrote a song for her, and I sang it real quickly, an acoustic song. I kind of did it as a demo with the intentions of maybe one day recording it, whether it was for 3T or
You
for
barely
myself.
made it, by the way.
I think I was doing it the morning of her birthday or during her birthday. I don't know.
At the party while I was setting up.
I was
still
mixing
finishing the song.
and finalizing. Really, I was finalizing the video because I already had the song done by then, but I wanted to put a video together. So, like I said, I'll post that video later today. I'll post it for the nights to see my wonderful message that song and video that I wrote and sang and edited for Dede's first birthday. It's very sweet.
And you know what's sad? You played it a couple days ago, and Rio started crying because it was really sad that you didn't make one for him. It's like, why didn't you make one for me? Well, maybe he's sensitive like that.
He's very sensitive. Maybe I will do one for his 16th birthday or something. I don't know. Balmy with the super chat. Balmy says, Franny J, we love you, and we love you, love us. But your health comes first. Please be careful. We can clown to cheer you up and make fun of Foofy extra hard to compensate. Oh, and brows are still fire. Love you. So Vami's saying you need to rest. If you have this procedure, you need to take your time and come back when you are ready.
I'll do some check-ins. We should vlog it. I'm so scared though.
We should vlog it. Let's vlog it. You know why I like to vlog stuff like procedures and things like that?
I think it helps people too, though. Just in case someone else is having these major sinus issues like I am. It's like, okay.
I think it's important. I think oftentimes, I say this so many times, I think we fall into a terrible trap as humans where we think when we go through something difficult, it is just us going through it. And being able to vlog those situations, I think, lets you guys know we go through similar things where we're scared to do things and there's hiccups and and there's a healing process. I think that's important to have. So we probably will vlog it. And even like with Dede's braces, getting it on. I when we did this, and Dede was always game to do it, but I was really proud of her because I said, Dede, what's cool is you're going to help some 12, 13-year-old girl out there who's scared to get braces because Dede
or scared to get her teeth pulled because that was the hardest part.
Because Dede was terrified of it, and the vlog can help someone realize that I could do this as well. So yes, I do think we should vlog it, but of course that is your call, Franny J.
We shall see.
We have Melissa from Trinidad. She says, loving the glow, Francis. How are you guys dealing with your mental health during this pandemic? By the way,
thank you, Melissa.
As the ticker says, if you're enjoying the video, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell. Francis, before we answer the question, what does hitting the bell do?
Really, it's going to notify you when we are live or there's a premiere, right?
Sweetie, how many times are you going to say this without any conviction? Yes, it will notify you when we go live.
Perfect.
And if there's a new vlog or a new video we post, it will let you know.
Boom.
Okay, how are we dealing with mental health during the pandemic?
Well, thank you for your comment, Melissa. That was very sweet. Your compliment. How are we dealing with it?
Mm-hmm.
I think we're again taking it day by day. I feel like we thought we were going to be out of the little rut that we were in a lot sooner. But I think, guys, when you're having a difficult time, it's very important not to be too hard on yourself.
Yeah.
It really is. Like, I was really disappointed in myself today, but I'm like, you know what, friends, this is just another day. You're going to get it done when it's supposed to be done. So don't be too hard on yourself. Take it day by day. Do things that make you happy. I think, especially in today's world, mental health is extremely important.
Yeah. Yeah. It's been challenging even for me, Melissa, who likes to pride myself in being positive and seeing the best and being grateful and thankful. That doesn't mean that it's not difficult even for me.
Yeah.
Um,
We have to work on it, I think. Like today, I was like, okay, Francis, get your ish together. That's basically what I told myself. Get your ish together. You have too much to be grateful for. It's time to stop moping. And I already feel better.
Yeah, and like I said, going out, getting sunlight, and in my case, I went on a bit of a run. That helps, you know. And at the time, I wasn't doing it for my mental health. I was doing it because I haven't done anything in a
Well,
week.
that's your mental health too, honey. Don't underestimate
No,
that.
my point is now, hours later, I'm seeing that it's helped my mental health. And like I said, I'm in a great vibe right now. I'm feeling good.
I think we underestimate that. A lot of people are like, oh, my clothes don't fit, or, I don't look good. It should be just to make yourself feel better.
So work out. That's one of the best things, even if it's a walk, hikes, runs.
Yep.
Again, Melissa, please be careful. It's a crazy time. So please don't go alone, especially at night or in a scary area or just make sure you're safe, but get out and do some working out. I think it will really help. It's scientifically proven it will help your mentality. So that's one of the things we've really been doing. And we've been just kind of scaling back any expectations. Our kids were so into tennis, doing so well. And I know our internet has kind of went bad, but the kids were doing so well in tennis and in sports. And then COVID hit and they didn't do anything for a little bit over a year. So now they're kind of back.
They're struggling a bit.
They're
with
struggling
their
a bit with endurance, and even their performance level is lower than where it was. But that's just part of it, and there's more important things like, overall happiness and like I said, growth that should be the focus. So just don't be so hard on yourself. Just make sure you're moving forward in some way.
Yeah.
Deb, by the way, Francis, she agrees with you. She says she's 63 and just not a grandma. My kiddos call me Munga. Go figure, but I love it. It's
I
cool.
love it too. That's
I love
cool.
that.
I like to be different.
Yeah.
I really do.
Sine says, hey, y'all.
Sine.
I wanted nothing. Just wanted to say join TJ's Discord group because it's awesome. If anyone ever needs help, I'm there. Also, DDJF. Bye-bye.
Thanks,
Sine, of course, talking about the Discord channel that we referenced earlier. And then Sine is one that's always in there and always helping out. So if you feel intimidated or don't know what you may be doing, just look for Sinizzle, I believe is her username there, and she will help you out. And then, of course, DDJF is after the show. Let's see what else we got. We have a super chat from Nicole who says,
Hey,
hi,
Nicole.
TJ and Franny J. Great to see your smiling faces. Wednesdays are definitely the highlight of my week. Loving the Discord group, especially TJ Radio. Thank you. It's a vibe. Cool. So,
cool.
You know what? Someone else, I think it was Bex. Bex, I don't know if you're I haven't seen you in this chat, but you, in your card that you wrote to us, in the package you sent, you talked about how Wednesdays being a highlight of your week as well. And that was just so sweet when we hear that.
Very sweet.
Truthfully, and I've said this before, it's a highlight in our week. We love engaging with you guys and checking in and talking and just sharing some time with you. So
Very true.
This is just a really cool thing that developed naturally, and it's always the good things that develop naturally. So this is all good. And yes, there's a TJ Radio. It is pretty cool in there. You can listen to some of my music, some 3T stuff, some Jackson stuff. the ladies, I believe it's Lena and Kinga, who are putting it together and playing DJ, are doing a cool job.
That's cool.
Brandon with the super chat.
Hey, Brandon.
What's going on, Brandon? Brandon says, hey, TJ and Francis, great to see you too. Keep the great vibes coming, and please send love to my little nephew, Darian, who's battling COVID. Much love to you both. Francis, what do you want to tell our little man, Darian?
Darian, I hope you get better soon. It's been hard. Just staying inside, and I think isolating is even harder when you have to do it.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I noticed with COVID. I'm like, I love to be at home, but now I feel like I'm stuck at home and can't go anywhere.
Yeah.
But we're sending you lots of prayers and love and light.
Absolutely.
And hoping you get better soon.
Darian, take your time, drink your water, drink your fluids. Hopefully you are able to spend time with some family. Maybe they have COVID as well. But if not, maybe just watch some TV shows you've been wanting to watch, read. Just whatever it is that you enjoy, video games, whatever you're doing, I think now's an okay time to do it. Just make sure you, like Franny said, take your time and what else did you say, Franny? What'd you say about, you're like, were you paying attention to me? What did you say to Darian about getting better?
That we're praying for him.
Oh, I thought you gave him some instructions on improving.
No, my love, I didn't.
So maybe I was the one that listening.
Easy.
Darian, we're wishing you the best, little man.
Yeah.
All right. So who else do we have? Dion with the super chat says, God can take something bad and turn it into something good. You found TJ.
Word.
Lucky you.
You lucky too.
I'm just messing you guys.
No, it's
that is true, Dion.
Hey, I used to pray for an amazing man.
Did you?
Yeah, because I would say, God, if he's not great, I don't want him.
That's what you would say.
Mm-hmm. Send me somebody amazing.
You're lying, Francis.
No, I'm not. I'm serious.
You were saying this at 20?
I did not. 22? I did not even want to date anymore.
You were done.
I did not. I was like, okay, let's just focus on the kids, and then look what happened.
Wow, that's cool.
Pretty blessed.
That's very cool. Zane, of course, Zane, the one and only, with the super chat. Zane says, hey, TJ and Francis. TJ, what are your favorite songs from the Brotherhood album? My favorite songs are I Need You, Anything, and Brotherhood. Love you. Love you too, Zane. You know what's cool, Zane? I was actually in the Discord group yesterday listening to TJ Radio.
I loved it, by the way.
What did you love?
I loved hearing the music.
Yeah,
it was great.
It was
and hearing
cool.
the old 3T songs.
Didn't Mean to Hurt You, which was a lot of fun. But
y'all had some good stuff, honey.
You know what, Francis?
Y'all had some
I was thinking the same
stuff.
thing when I was listening. You know what I liked about the Brotherhood era and just 3T? We're different. We are unique. There wasn't really anyone that was like us, you know.
See, look, I never really listened to Tease Me in 24/7 until I knew you, obviously. And not even then really, but now I really appreciate those songs.
Yeah, they're fun songs. I think Memories is up there for me.
Yeah.
I love that song. Memories, 24/7, anything, of course. And I guess why? You know, it's tough because when you hear anything and why so much, sometimes, you know, like Francis was just saying, when you don't hear a song in a while and you hear it, it feels and it feels extra good. So, you know what song though that I heard that's not from the Brotherhood album, that was from the Brotherhood era, because it was supposed to be on the Brotherhood album, that I heard yesterday because of TJ Radio on Discord, was Waiting on Love. What is it?
I don't know what it is, but I know what song you're
Waiting
talking
for
about.
Love. Waiting for Love.
That was good.
I blanked out.
Was that on a track? Or?
That was on the Men in Black. First of all, it should have been on the Brotherhood album. I don't know why that was on the Men in Black soundtrack, because after listening to the lyrics, it has nothing to do with aliens, or it's a romantic R&B love song.
Was there a love story in that movie though?
I don't think so. Not a Men in Black with Tommy Lee. What's his name? Tommy Lee Jones and Will Smith. No love story there. I don't think so. I don't even know if it was in the movie. I don't think it was in the movie. It's just on the soundtrack. So anyways, I felt like that song should have maybe been on the Brotherhood album, and maybe something like Give Me All Your Lovin' or something would have fit more. Maybe that song. Neither that song either. We had another song. Maybe Thinking could have been on the Men in Black soundtrack. Oh well. But that song in particular, "Waiting for Love," was a
I
3
like
2
the
song
Free
I
Willing
like.
one too.
That's Didn't Mean to Hurt You.
Love that one.
That was a demo. That was on the demo we sent to Sony to, in the hopes of getting signed.
That's cool.
So that was on our demo to all the labels actually, and they liked it and put it on the Free Willy sound check. So there you go. Miss A says, "You are right, Francis. It is hard to leave, but I agree. I would leave I would leave in the because no trust. Without trust, what do you have?"
That's what would be hard for me, is the trust.
Oh, she's talking about leaving. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
That would be hard for me.
Oh well, I get it. Teresa with the super chat. Teresa says, "Hey guys, Franny. Hope I didn't scare you about your surgery. You'll be fine. My question is, can you guys help Terrell with his channel so we can get some content?" Just kidding, unless you're gonna do it. So by the way, Teresa is a member.
You did scare me, Teresa.
And Teresa was the one who said I didn't, and
it was the most painful thing she's ever done. And
but you know what though, Teresa, we are still happy for that comment. We like to know the truth, good or bad. We want to know the truth. Can we help Terrell with his channel so we can get some content? Look, I believe Terrell is going to come out with a great channel. I think his content's going to come when he's ready. And I'm just proud of him. If you would have asked me a year or 2 or 3 ago, would Terrell ever do a YouTube channel? I'd say no chance. So the fact that he's doing one, I'm really happy. So whatever he decides to do, I really don't know what style or what kind of things he's going to do on his channel. But either way, I'm very, very happy for him. And I think we can put a link to his channel at the Giving Tree. So we'll do that right now. There's a link to Terrell's YouTube channel. And like I said, hopefully he gets content out to you guys sooner than later.
Yeah.
Alicia says, "Do you guys ever see the question without super chat?" We do. Sometimes, most of the times we can, not every single time, because there are many comments. So far, you guys, I think there's been 838 comments now. Franny, you can't see that number, huh? So there's no way for me to see 842 now. There's no way for me to see all the comments and respond and do this live with you guys and also reading comments. And
super chats are highlighted.
So the super chats are highlighted and they get its own little section that's very slow. So when a super chat happens, it sits there and it just lingers there. So it's easy for us to see it. But we are still scrolling through, and Tori is always helping us scroll through some comments and questions. So that's how we're able to pick out some that are not super chat, because it's difficult, because remember, it's not just YouTube, it's not just Facebook, and it's Twitch as well. So anyone who leaves a comment, they all show up on our side. Let's see who we got. Here's a super chat from Sam J.
Hey, Sam J.
Sam J says, "My favorite couple. You look great today." Thank you, Sam J. Will you feel uncomfortable if someone tried to correct your children if they do something not right in public?
If they were coming from a good place, no way. I wouldn't feel uncomfortable.
So it's more if they were trying to embarrass them.
Yeah, or belittle them or something like that.
Yeah.
But absolutely not. I feel like back in the day, when they the saying is, it takes a village to raise a child. It's true. It's true. And I think that's gone, which is why I think it's more difficult now. Because you have to be careful what you say to kids, other people's children. You have to be careful because you don't know if they're going to respond like you would. I would completely be okay with it as long as it's coming from a good place.
Yeah, it's tough because I think the way you grew up in Texas, you're used to others punishing kids, whether it was a neighbor, whether it was a principal or a teacher.
An auntie. Oh, yeah.
That's very normal for you. I think here on the West Side in California, there's a bit more
entitlement.
Entitlement's a strong word. I don't know if that's the word.
No, it's more like,
you mind your own business. I'll worry about me. You worry about you.
Mm-hmm.
That's more of a California mindset. That's not really entitlement, but there is definitely that. So with that said, this is where I kind of lean in on the Texas side, the Southern side.
Southern values.
If my kid did something wrong and I didn't see it, I have no problem with someone correcting them.
Yeah.
I just don't. I think kids are going to continuously learn and grow and make mistakes, and it's easier for them when they become adult if those mistakes are corrected ASAP
Yeah.
on the first mess. I don't want my kid to learn to cheat over and over and over, and then he thinks he's a master cheater, and now it's part of his character. So
Yeah.
if my kid is doing something wrong, if they're graffitiing or just disrespecting the outside world in any way and someone catches them, I do have no problem with them correcting them or calling them out.
Yeah.
That's just
In a respectful way.
in a respectful way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as long as it's not with ill intent, like Franny said to start, I have no problem with it.
Yeah.
I really don't. Too cool for you, says sup. I think
Sup.
this is the first Twitch highlight we've ever highlighted. So too cool for you. Thanks for commenting on Twitch. Do we do this one? Yes, we did. Marie says, not a question. Just want to say thank you guys so much. It helped a lot with what I'm currently going through in my relationship. Maria, we feel for you, and it's not easy.
It's not easy. I think it's one of the hardest things you can go through, to be honest.
Why, Francis?
You know, look, I don't want to say it's harder for women, but look, we are more emotional. We feel things more deeply. I think it's even harder if you're extremely loyal person. That is why, like, if I were to get cheated on now, it would be hard for me to, like, I would always forgive, but I don't know, the trust would be gone. So I just don't know if I could stay. That's the problem. And it's not to threaten or anything, but it's difficult. That in itself, because it kind of like, it puts a wrench in a lot of things.
Yeah. And I hear and respect that. My thing, and I don't know if it's just a phase I'm going through, but my thing is I'm now come to the point where I want to be with someone who loves me more than anyone in this world, and someone I love more than anything in this world. So I feel like I'm not saying I could justify it or just completely forgive it, but I feel like as long as that isn't damaged, I feel and there's room for growth, then I could be open to accepting.
You say that. I just don't think you could, honey.
She knows me pretty well, you guys. So I don't know. I mean, I know it's a lot different when you experience it.
You would want to, like, stay and work it out, all that. But in the back of your mind, you'd be throwing little jabs and nah.
Yeah, that would be.
It's not even worth it at that point.
That would be the challenge for me, is to forgive and not forget, and not,
because when you're a loyal person, I think it's even harder.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because you're like, I don't deserve this.
Yeah. There you go. I don't deserve this.
But Marie, take your time, think it through. It's not an easy process or decision.
And I want others to comment too, if you have any advice too. But I'm curious to know, what do you do about others who may be giving you advice or saying you should do this or do that? Or what do you say to what was your mindset with that? Like, what was your family saying when you were going through yours?
That's a good question, because I had one sister, and she went through a very similar situation, and I would call her, like, very sad and upset or crying and saying, like, when is this going to end? Like, what did I do to deserve this? Is he ever going to stop? I just want to be a family. And every time they do it, it's cutting, it's like, I look at it as like chomping away at my trust and my heart. A little piece of my heart is gone for you. Little piece is gone. So basically, I really respect my sister for telling me, when you're done and you cannot do it anymore, you will know. No one ever told me to leave. No one ever said, oh, you should leave that, so-and-so. They just said, when you're ready, when you're in your heart, when your soul is ready, you will know. You won't even look back. And she was so right.
And what about if kids aren't involved?
Man, see, that's where I have a hard time, because I'm too blunt. I don't like to sugarcoat things.
Well, then say it, Franny.
I can't, because it's like someone else's life. Let's
just say it, Franny. She should leave.
If I didn't have kids, peace out. You get one life.
And you feel, what if that one person was a really amazing person, it was a dumb mistake, and they own it and they confess and they did everything they are supposed to do to try to win a second chance?
And that's different. I mean, in my case, I just felt like it was never going to end. Because look, once, twice, but I mean, you guys, I don't even have enough fingers for how many times it happened. So at one point you got to say, this is just who they are. But I do feel like people can change. And if it's one time, I don't know. If it's one time, work on it and then see what happens.
Well, Fatma says, trust yourself that you can handle anything in life and all will be okay and God is by your side. Well said, Fatma. Lady Messenger, we have some super chats to get through. So I've been lagging. I'm sorry. Lady Messenger with the super chat says, hi, beautiful couple. It's Laniqua. How does the Jackson family cope with negativity being thrown at them, especially things that aren't true? Experience, just going through it. In the beginning, it would drive me crazy.
You taught me that.
Now,
you taught me that, because in where I grew up, it was honestly, someone talks about you or your family, it's not even a question. You're going to go handle that, however it takes place. You taught me to just kind of ignore the negativity, and I do, and it really doesn't even faze me.
Yeah, I don't see. I mean, it sometimes hurts and is sometimes frustrating, but I don't let it interfere with my life as much as I used to. And I think that it took some time and some growth, because it could bring your whole day down, your week, your month.
Yeah.
If you let the negativity that you get externally, and not just because we're Jacksons and, not because it's in the news, but any kind of negativity in all of your lives, if you let it get to your core, it can interrupt your life and mess with you.
But I do have one thing.
Yes, Francis.
If someone messes with you, Mama Bear comes out, and it's time to handle it.
Okay.
They can say whatever they want about me. I don't even care. I really don't. But when they mess with you, I don't know.
I feel the same way.
Something just churns inside of me.
I don't know. When someone says anything to me personally, or even 3T, it doesn't affect me literally at all. It's, I think the one that I'm most protective for, of course, is Uncle Michael. But even in that situation, I've learned to let things go a bit. I can't control everything. All I could say is my piece. And I feel like we're moving in a world where those kind of, big media outlets are losing their power, and people are getting a voice and sharing things. And I feel that the long game is going to be okay because of that. So it's helped a lot with everything that's going on with, social media and the fact that those big media outlets who do oftentimes just spur negativity and fake news, they're losing their power every single day. And I think it's a beautiful thing. Martha with the super chat says, hello, TJ and Francis. Happy to greet you again. Thank you. I always look forward to Wednesdays because the energy you transmit is so pleasant that it lasts for the whole weekend. Thanks for that.
That's sweet.
Martha.
Thank you, Martha.
Martha, I'm curious to know, is your English getting any better listening all of this time? I'm very curious to know. I'm hoping so. You've been a supporter of us since the beginning. So you've seen a lot of these vlogs and a lot of these Q&As. So I'm wondering if your English has improved.
That was one of my New Year's resolutions, is to really learn Spanish this year.
How's it going, Francis?
Awful.
Hasn't even started. Sine says, Mama Franny, can you please join us on Discord? I've been missing you there. Like J5 said, I'll be there to help you out. Okay, I'm gone.
Okay.
Franny, come on, join in the Discord.
I shall try.
Franny, join the Discord.
TJ I was like, oh, is this, I don't know. You were on something and I was like, I think you're Discord. And I was like, oh, is there a family rules one? You're like, yeah, it's right here.
Yeah.
I'm going to learn, you guys. If I have to sit down with Dede and her show me, I will learn.
Ajax says, I am too nice. How can you set boundaries with the people I love? I have trouble with running back to the same people who've hurt me. So what's your advice for people, Francis, who who
You-
keep running back to people who hurt them.
This is pretty simple. You have to love yourself enough to know that those people are not good for your life. My rule is 100%. If you are not adding to my life, you're not going to be a part of my life.
Ooh, that sounds very cutthroat.
I'm just saying, if you are not adding positivity and light to my life, I'm 46 years old. I don't have time for all that negativity. I just don't.
Oh,
So,
you got too many kids?
I just know life's too short.
Oh.
Life's too short. And you're not going to mistreat me because I'm a good friend and I'm going to treat you very well. And I expect the same in return. But yeah, you have to love yourself first, not others. Love you first. And I promise you, once you love yourself, and you don't have to be mean about it, but look, when someone shows you who they are, believe them.
Were you
Don't
always
make excuses for them.
Were you always like that?
No, I was used to be very forgiving and like
Too nice.
Too nice.
So what are you going to tell Ajax? Who we're going to assume
adversity made me stronger though. I just felt like I just started to realize like I have to love myself enough to say no to this person. No, I can't do this. And before I would make it happen. And then I would spread myself too thin. Now it's like, no, Franny can't do that today. Sorry, I got to take the kids here, or it's just how it is. You got to love you first.
Lydia says Franny is on point. And Christian says, amen, Franny. Life's too short to have people in it that are negative and disrupt your peace and happiness.
Get to getting.
Hashtag self-love.
Get to getting.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, it's Ajax. Thank you for that, Ajax.
Ajax.
I think I can remember that. It's
Ajax.
Ajax. I love it. Thank you for the correction. I like to say names the right way. So, by the way, Sam J says, yes, Francis. People like that. And Nicole, of course, with get to getting.
Yep. I don't know. I used to be a pushover. I used to say yes to everything. And then it wasn't making me happy, but I just feel like also, probably reading the 4 agreements really did help me a lot. It really did.
Let's see. Christian also says trust and respect in any relationship are the most important things. I think you can love and forgive, but deep down, you can never truly forget. For me, once trust is broken, that's it. And I think why I may have my position is because I forget a lot. Honestly.
Listen.
So for me, like.
You're not going to forget, honey. I'm telling you, he says this, and
I'm not trying. Look, I don't have this. I'm not trying to encourage it. Let's make this very clear.
You would be awful. I'm telling you, you would be awful. So for me, it's like, no, TJ, like we love each other enough. Like if something like that happened, to let each other go, to be happy, because I don't feel like I would ever trust you again. It's not a good feeling.
Janine says, you guys are amazing. Such a beautiful and loving family. Thanks for these live chats, your advice, and just sharing your life experiences have been so helpful to me, and I know to so many. Keep doing what you're doing. May God bless you always. Well, thank you for that comment, Janine.
Thank you so much.
We are just talking from experience and what we went through. And like I said, that was one of the main reasons why we wanted to do the Family Roast channel. We did a little promo for it 5 years ago, almost 5 years ago, even though we didn't start making content, on a regular basis for about a year now, a little over a year. We knew what we wanted to make this channel. I
was very hesitant in the beginning though, because of privacy.
I just wanted to make some, first of all, as the days go by and as the years go by, privacy is going to be a thing of the past.
But then, I do feel like, you guys also add to us, and mostly everyone here, I think everyone is pretty positive, and that also goes, makes our day better, our week better as well.
Yeah. We did that comment. Okay. Aurelie says hi from France.
Hey.
Hi, Aurelie.
I feel like there's one
This is a good one. Alucci wants to know, does marriage get easier as the years go by or harder? I got my answer.
I think marriage is full.
And first of all, it's taking you.
Well, I'm trying to process this.
Wait, is this a hard question?
No, I'm processing it, and I want to articulate it in the right way.
All right, I'll wait.
I think marriage is full of ups and downs. for sure. Okay, it's not easy. I do feel like our marriage has gotten better with time, much, much better. And I'm way happier now than I was 10 years ago, 15 years ago. Like, I love you more now. And it sounds cliche, but it's the truth. I love who you are as a person and what we have. And I've never been happier. He forgets a lot though. So
wait, what does that mean?
because you said you had your answer very quickly.
Yeah,
the truth is that you have to work at marriage.
My answer is it gets easier.
But you have to work at it.
I think it gets easier. I'm not going to even say you have to. Obviously, you do have to work at it, but it gets easier. I know more about you.
You have to work at it.
Honey, I know more about you today than I did 5 years ago.
Because you want to now.
Without working at anything. And because I know more about you and you know more about me, what excites you, what frustrates you, I have better understanding of you, even though sometimes, like perfect examples today, I needed the measure. Well, that too. But I needed the measuring tape, and I was like, Frances, where's the measuring tape? And she says, in right near the garage in a drawer.
I said
in my mind, that's like, okay, let's decode Frances.
I said the drawer closest to the garage.
So because of all of these years, I can scramble that very vague description, and then therefore there's no further argument. There's not. It's like, oh,
why are you
this
not
is
telling
what she
the
meant.
truth? You had to come up 3 times and ask me.
So there you go. You just understand each other more, and therefore there's a bigger connection without having to communicate, which alleviates a lot of problems. Now, another thing is what is super cool for any guys out there. I hope no guys were thinking this. It's like, I should say it this way. Any guys who are afraid of a commitment. I was there. There's no one who was more afraid to get married than myself. I promise you. And I will have to say, after all of these years together, over 20 years together, 15 years, going up to 15 years of marriage. No, is that right? Yeah.
I don't know.
2007, 15 years of marriage coming up. I can say I have zero regrets getting on a knee and proposing to Frances and being married to her. And that is a beautiful thing. I know I'm fortunate. I do believe I'm fortunate. I think I have an amazing woman, and that obviously helps. So as long as you're picking someone who loves you and will support you and wants the best for you and your family, I think that's a very strong woman, and I think the relationship can only go up and grow. So
I have also a piece of advice. Just remember, it is not your spouse's job to make you happy. It is your job to be happy, and then them add to your happiness. Because if you're counting on them to make you happy, it may not ever come. You got to be happy, and then they add to your happiness. That's important, because a lot of people think, oh, you're not doing this, you're not doing that. It starts within yourself first.
There you go. And Dion was referring to a prior answer, I think, when you were being very direct.
Oh.
We are back. And I think I know why the internet's doing this, by the way. So,
Really?
and it always does it towards the end of a live. I don't get it, but I think I figured it out. So the next one, we shouldn't have this issue. Let's see. Bommy says, I doubt that situation will arise. Y'all raise the good kids. Kids good. They'll always act right in public. Y'all are magical parents. Love y'all.
Oh, thank you, Bommy.
Thank you, Bommy.
Man.
Bommy referring to kids being corrected and disciplined by others in public. Sine wants to let you guys know what her Discord is. I messed up. It's not Sanizzle. It's SANAAJO. Is that a thing the youth do? They put a space between each letter?
I don't know.
It's pretty cool. It's different, which I like. And then Amari, talking about your surgery, Frances, says you got this.
Thank you.
She's praying for you.
Thank you very much. I haven't set the appointment yet.
You need to do that today, Frances.
I was supposed to do it while my mom was out here, to be honest.
The appointment or the procedure?
The procedure.
So you got to get to, come on. Amari wants you to get it done. Let's do this. Don't get me on the phone talking to these doctors.
TJ usually does that. He's like, I'm making the appointment. That's
I will. If she's taking too long, I'm going to do it for her. Because otherwise, every morning, oh, my head. Oh, I can't go work
I am
out.
so not a whiner. You better stop.
Flory wants to know, hey, Flory says, did 3T win most of the awards at TMF Holland? Flory, we won several awards. We won a lot of awards at the TMF award show. Is TMF even around anymore? I don't think so. But yes, we still have those awards too. I think Taj has a couple, and then I think my father may have one or so, or grandma. I don't know. I don't have any, but we did do pretty well. One thing I will say is after our performance at that award show, we went to a McDonald's in our I Need You outfit. So we are all three in our white, our white pajamas going to McDonald's, and I remember the little teller was excited to see us as 3T in our white pajamas. So that
At
was
McDonald's.
at McDonald's. That's my memory from that time.
Mega D's.
Kinga says, hello, fam. TJ and Franny, what is your life going to look like in 5 years? Do you have a plan to get there? Sending hugs to all family. Love you.
Thank you, Kinga.
What's our life going to look like in 5 years, Franny?
I hope it's a little slower. I don't know. I know you do this, but I really don't. I live day by day. I really do. I just try to add to our lives day by day in a positive way and keep it moving, one foot in front of the other. I don't really have, I would love to be able to go live somewhere in another country for the summer every year. That would be cool.
That'd be very cool.
That would be really cool.
We may be doing that for the first time this year. We're planning to go to Europe for 4 to 6 weeks and just experience, just to get our feet wet with this process. Because our long-term goal, Kinga, is to travel somewhere every summer and maybe winter for a good month or so to experience different parts of the world. I think a lot of people get into a bad habit of just staying local, wherever they're from. They just stay there. There's such a big world out there and there's so much to see. And truthfully, that, in my opinion, is the best way to grow in so many ways, not just from an educational standpoint of seeing different things and learning about different things, but you really get to find yourself, I think, when you travel and experience yourself in different cultures and different places. So
very true.
Traveling is huge to us. And that's one thing I would definitely want to see is us continue to do a lot of traveling. Thank you for the question, King, and thank you for the super chat. Let's see. Tashane, I'm butchering the name. Tashane. That's what I'm gonna guess.
What if it's Tashane?
No, Tashane.
I can't see the end of it. Okay.
She says, hello, TJ and Francis. Sending you all love from Sacramento, California. Been a 3T fan since I was 11 years old, and I'm
cool.
39 now. So cool. I remember going up to Northern California to do a lot of cool radio stuff, and we were close with Barry Bonds and still are close with Barry Bonds, who was on the Giants, baseball legend. And, just sometimes going to see him and see him play baseball. We just had it was an amazing time of the year, our time of our lives. So
cool.
We will always have much love for NorCal. Let's see what else we have, Franny. I think we are pretty good to.
It doesn't even seem like it's been an hour.
No, it's been an hour and 3, so I almost think it's time to close. This is similar to something we've kind of talked about, but since we've been discussing it, let's go one more. Wolf MJ says, I need advice and a little encouragement. What should I do, or should I say to people who are trying to put me down, because I do have a lot of problems with that? Go ahead, Franny. You're the direct one.
No, I think you should go on this one.
Why?
Because I might be too direct, honey. Go ahead.
You're feeling like you're being too direct?
Mm-hmm.
You sure, Francis?
Yep.
You want me to answer this one?
Yeah, go ahead.
But I may sugarcoat it.
Well, I'll fix that for you.
Okay. Wolf MJ.
Be like, honestly, if one of your kids was coming to you and saying this,
I would say
this is how you should answer it.
I would say,
come on, TJ.
I would say, I would say you must forget those people. I would say they are not able to penetrate you from this moment on. You have to leave them behind, especially if they're friends. They're not friends. They're just people who are putting you down. Now, if you have a relationship where you guys poke fun at each other and you laugh, and that's the tone of the relationship, that's one thing. Now, if that's bothering you, you also need to stop it because you can't, partake in it and then all of a sudden not want it. However, if you're not asking for that and they're making you feel down and not worthy of whatever, they need to go. Life, as Franny says, is too short. Um, you only get one life. And if you keep them around, you're going to constantly decrease and minimize your confidence and your self-esteem, which is very dangerous. So, for your future self, do that future self a favor and get rid of those people right now and only surround you around people who will lift you up. Family, friends, only people who will lift you up and who believe in you and who will support you, do I think is who you should be around you today. Again, your future self will thank you.
And you can't control them, but you can control yourself and how you react to that. So remember, it's about working on you to get yourself strong enough to where you say, I don't deserve this, I deserve better, and loving yourself enough not to allow that to happen. And if they're making you feel like that, you got to get to the point to where you don't even care about their opinion. If you're living your life the way, as a good person, as a positive person, none of that stuff should really matter. It really shouldn't, because you're inside, you're being your best self.
Gotta forget about them, as Adeli says. Here's a super chat from Retro Sibi?
I can't.
Retro. I'm just gonna say Retro. Hi, TJ from Hungary. Believe and love. Love you. We love you too.
Believe in love. Love it.
I have to, but there's a big lie there. So I may have missed something, but it's okay. I have to get to Hungary. That's a place that my uncle always raved about, saying how amazingly beautiful it was. And I've never been there. So that is one thing I have to do, is get to your country. Hi, TJ. You are a great man. Also from Retro. You are a great man, a great singer, and a great dad. You are kind and humble. I love you guys. I love the Jackson family. God bless you all. Hi from Hungary. Believe in love. So there you go. Believe in love, I assume, is a hashtag or a signing off.
Maybe it's for him.
Or her.
Or her, yeah.
We don't know.
True that.
So thank you anyway, Retro, for the love. What else do we need to say, Franny? We got another super chat. Lena says, hello, this is the DJ of Discord. One of them. Lena says, how do you two never run out of inspiring words to say to people? It honestly amazes me. I'd still love a book from you too. Much, much love.
Aww.
Franny, how do we never run out of inspiring words to say to people?
You know what? I feel like if you really try to live your life in a positive way, it's kind of a no-brainer. Any advice that you have, or it's look, if you're a negative person, that's what you're going to spew. That's what's going to be around you. But if you're a positive person, it kind of comes natural. And there's no BS. We really try to tell our kids this is how we try to teach them. Obviously, they're going to make mistakes and learn from a lot, just in life in general. But we try to tell them to be as positive as possible. It's important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you said it all, Franny. We have a couple more that we need to hit. Lionel says, TJ, I just want to tell you that your music is just amazing. Thank you for all. Lionel, you are more than welcome. I appreciate you listening and checking out my music. So thank you. Emreen says, hi, Franny and TJ. Both of y'all look gorgeous, like always. Aww. Thank you, Emreen. Do you have any advice for college students to stay motivated? Asking for help. Love you, family.
Aw, thank you. We love you too.
We love you too, Emreen. What advice would you give for a college student needing to stay motivated?
Like my older self, I just wish someone would have said, this is such a small
time
portion of your life. Minute, tiny. I would say really immerse yourself in this experience, because remember, you do not get this time back. Be the best student that you can be. Learn as much as you can learn. Make mistakes. Learn from your mistakes. I just feel like really immerse yourself into this time of your life,
Yeah.
because it is really a great time of your life.
It's so hard, Emerine, without knowing any of your background, knowing what you're studying, if it's you who wants to study it. But assuming it's you and you want to get a college degree and you're in it for a hobby or something that you want to be or become or study, I think Franny's advice is right. Just hang in there. Once you get your degree, no one will ever be able to take it away. It's something that will show your future kids and your future family that you were able to get through a difficult time of your life. Even sometimes you got to finish things that even if you don't want to finish them, you get tired of the scenario or the tired of the journey. Sometimes it's still good to fight through it and finish it.
It's part of life.
This could be one of those examples where you get it done with and no one will ever take it away, and now you have future experiences, or you'll have a past experience to help you in future times. So that would be my biggest advice, is you'll have a degree that no one will ever be able to take away from you, and someone will always respect. um I just hope that you're studying a subject that you want to study and it's makes sense for you. And the reason why I say this, you guys, is because oftentimes, at least here in the States, school's expensive. And
Yeah.
if you're just going through the motions and racking up, student loans, and you don't even know if you want to do what you're studying, you're thinking you don't, and you have a side hobby that's being more profitable for you, or you're enjoying more, then maybe, just maybe, it may be time to take a pause and reevaluate where you're at in life. I will never encourage someone to drop out of college.
No.
I think it's a wonderful plan, or at least a backup plan. But at the same time, you have to follow your heart. It's your life. And respect your elders, though. If you have an older family member who's encouraging it, so oftentimes some of the youngsters out there, you guys aren't understanding where our positions are coming from. So respect your elders,
But
if that makes sense.
education, look at it as this is something no one could ever take away from you.
Yeah.
That's what we try to tell the kids. Like, you'll always have that. And you're going to use it in some shape or form in life someday.
There are so many great questions and comments.
Get to them, honey. Get to
We're
them.
an hour and 12 in. Oh my goodness. Let's see what else. And then there's a new super chat. So let's grab this super chat. This is from Simone. Simone says, just want to say thank you for being so open, being so inspiring to us, and giving us your precious time. Aww. Sending positive energy. Love you.
We love that positive energy.
We love you, Simone, and thank you for watching and supporting us. Velvet says, hi, fam. My question is for Franny J. Hi, Franny. What are your passions or favorite hobbies?
I don't really know if I have. I mean, my passion used to be working out. I think it still is, though. Franny's in there somewhere.
She's been on vacation, though, you guys. She's been on vacation. We still need to find that Franny.
She is there. I think fitness and health is my passion, which is why, I stay in a 10-pound increment. I've never went over that. So that's a good thing. So I've learned how to not go above that. I would have to say definitely health and fitness is my passion.
Health and fitness. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I love real estate and business, and art, of course, music. Yeah. Besides that, but I love reading.
I'm not artistic.
Oh, the question's not for me, and I'm just over here
though,
just
honey.
Answering. All right, you answer, Franny. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That.
No. The question was for you, hon. I'm sorry.
I answered it, baby.
It's Micah says, hello, TJ and Franny. Hope you're doing well. I'm in my last semester in college taking mass communication and hoping for passing and graduating. Well, first of all, early congratulations, Micah. Last semester?
That's amazing.
Beautiful. And I will give you this advice. Once your college career is finished, or once you get your degree, Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't put so much expectations on finding that perfect job in the perfect city, and all of that stuff, buying your first home, all of that stuff that anxiety that may come with after graduating. Don't do that to yourself. Sometimes it still takes us some time to figure out where we want to be, in what position, what we're liking in the job, all of that stuff, the neighborhood we want to live in. So just take it easy. And I just want to make sure you know that, because a lot of times graduates put a lot of pressure on
Oh
themselves,
yeah.
and we don't want that happening to you. Let's see what else. Sine says DDJF. Okay, Sine, you know what? Sine, one more. I'm gonna do one more comment, and then yes, DDJF is next, you guys. So in 10 minutes, we'll be on the DD Jackson channel live with Taj, and we're actually talking about an important topic: grief for kids and how to help kids get through their grieving period. So, Kiaria Taylor says, TJ, can you talk more about real estate? I was thinking about getting into property management. What I can say is this: is I am a broker. I don't know if anyone knows that, or many of you guys know that. I have my broker's license. I've had my real estate license for over 20 years. And it's always been a passion. And again, my main reasoning for getting it was because I enjoyed it and I wanted to learn. I remember buying my first home. I think I was just turned 18 and just signing documents and didn't know what I was signing. And I remember saying to myself, this will be the last time I sign a contract and not have a clue of what is going on. So I got my real estate license and have continued to learn and will continue to learn until the day I pass. So
that's why I love you.
Why?
Just because you're inspiring.
Well, that's
You are, honey.
Really?
Yeah.
That's just wanting to grow.
Yeah. Well, that's great.
Okay. Well, that's as far as you, Kiaria, about getting into property management, I think you should go for it. Truthfully, I think it's going to be some challenging time in the next year or two, as the rents raise and just I think it may be a tough time for our world over the next several years. But they often say sometimes that's the best way to learn, is to get thrown into the fire. So the reason why I say go for it, if you're thinking about it, you can always quit. You can always change course. But if you don't do it, you'll regret. You may regret it and
like
say,
that sixth child, I always question myself on. I'm happy I did it. No, I
okay.
was scared, and I was like, no, just go for it. You can do this. What's one more?
You got this. I really believe you should go for it. And at the very least, you're going to learn a lot about real estate, which I always think is a great thing. All right, you guys. I think that's
We're
it.
having too much fun.
I know this is fun. I have to get going to DDJF as Sine just reminded us. But let's see what else we should say. Oh, we wanted to know which country. If you guys saw our German candy live we did on Sunday, which country should we try next? And for those who send in the candy, I guess we should say it this way: we've been trying. Everyone who sent them in, we've been trying to make sure it's either on ours or in JoJo's World. But we will continue to do those because they seem like they're fun, and I love experimenting with different candies.
We get food.
Can't complain about that. What else do we have to say? I think that's it. We're gonna take off, you guys. We love you guys. Yes, adios. Guys. We'll see you guys next Wednesday. We should have a vlog or another live this Sunday. We'll have something. But if not, we will see you guys next Wednesday. Adios, everyone.
Bye, guys.